Welcome again from USA Canada Visa Help, and in my last video I have discussed how you can prepare passport or travel document. Like, what is passport or travel document, I have discussed with you, and this video is about language test results. This is another document you have to prepare for your Canada Express entry. So what does it mean by preparing language test results? So let us click on here, language test results, and then you are here in this page. You are going to be experiencing some of the links which are take a language tests we accept, language requirements, how long your test results are valid for, check your language level. So there are some information here. So take a language test. You must prove your language skills by taking an appropriate language test. So you have to take an appropriate language test. Okay, schedule to do this. You must schedule your language test with an agency approved by IRCC and pay the costs. Enter the test results into your Express Entry profile. The language test result form or certificate number and test pin if the system asks for it. Okay, so this is quite simple thing. Like, to do this, like, you have to prove IRCC that your language skills are sufficient by taking an approved language test. Okay, and you have to schedule your test with an agency approved by IRCC. So there are some agencies, like if you are going to take IELTS, it has to be British Council or IDP, like these kinds of legit organizations which are approved by IRCC. Okay, and then enter the test results into your Express Entry profile. How do you do that? And the language test result form or certificate number and test pin if the system asks for it. So the portal Express Entry profile may ask for some information like certificate number, test pin. So this kind of information you have to prepare with yourself. Okay, so whenever you take the language test result from your provider, you should ask all the information, like give me the certificate number and give me the test pin in case IRCC asks for it. Okay, so you have to collect them. Or even if you start your Express Entry profile creation and then you see that it requests you to get your test pin, then you can ask your agency, like for example from IELTS, like IELTS test providers, or wherever you took the test, they will give it if it is required. Okay, so they must give it. You do not have to do any worry about it. You do not need to worry. Okay, so what are the language tests IRCC accepts? So you cannot take any language test you wish, because IRCC has its own requirements. IRCC accepts CELPIP, IRCC accepts IELTS, and IRCC accepts PT for English, PT core. Okay, you have to keep in mind it is PT core. If you take PT different thing, it will not work. You have to take PT core test. IELTS general training test. Okay, not IELTS academic. So CELPIP general test. So you cannot take any other CELPIP test. Okay, so these are for English. For English, 3 types of tests are approved, or like they accept it. They accept. So for French, there are 2 kinds of tests they accept: TEF Canada and TCF Canada. Okay, so these are the tests. For English, 3 kinds of tests are accepted. For French, 2 kinds of tests are accepted. So you have to understand this. And then language requirements. So I discussed language requirements in the requirement, or when I discussed CRS score. So I do not want to go into detail of this again. So you can go and click those links here, like in here and here, and then try to get your idea again. But I discussed them previously already, so I do not want to dig into this again. So how long your test results are valid for? So your test results must be less than 2 years old. Okay, so if it is 2025 May month, then if you took your test in 2022 December, so it is like 2 years and 6 months ago. It cannot be like that much old. It can be at best 2 years old, not more than 2 years old. Okay, it cannot be 3 years old, 4 years old. No, if it was taken 3 years ago, 4 years ago, it will not be accepted. It has to be within 2 years old, like 23 months old. Okay, 23 months to 24 months at best, but not more than 24 months. Then check your language level. So you can check your language level by yourself. So this is not the thing that I want to go into right now. You have to understand by yourself, because I only want to discuss in this video about how to prepare the documents. Okay, so now, for example, if you took IELTS general training test, then how do you collect the paper? How do you collect the document? So in Google, write IELTS general training score report. So this will be your suggestions here. For example, you took your IELTS from British Council. Then go to British Council's website and then look for what are the communication methods, like can you do phone, email, whatever. In many cases you can email and ask for your report, or you will be given the directions by your test provider beforehand. Like when you take the test, they will tell you these and these are the ways we will give you the reports. Okay, they will tell you themselves. You do not have to worry too much about it. Maybe they will email you, or maybe they will give you a hard copy, or like another way of giving you a soft copy, but they will tell you how they will provide you the score report. So you do not have to worry too much about it. Like, check your test results here. So if you took IELTS from IDP, ielts.idp.com, then you can check your results there in this link. Find out how and when you will receive your TRF for IELTS on paper and IELTS on computer and the IELTS life skills tests. So whatever test you took, you will be given a TRF. Okay, so for example, getting and sharing your test results, in this link you will get like information about, you will receive an IELTS test report form as official confirmation and proof of your test result. This can either be a paper copy or digital version, eTRF. So you can click on this link and get the idea about how you can get your test result. Okay, so like in this link you are going to get the information about how you can access your report. Okay, so this is how you obtain your report, how to share your IELTS test report form. So they are going to give you all the information here in this link, so you do not need to worry too much about how to collect your paper. So in case you took CELPIP, so just do the same kind of query, CELPIP general score report, and then bunch of suggestions like download your official online score report. So it is very straightforward, you see. So similarly, do the same thing with PT's score report, or TEF Canada score report, and TCF Canada score report. Whatever test you took, just do like this. This as simple as water. Okay, so thank you for watching. I think you have understood how you can obtain your test results and reports so that you can share in the IRCC portal. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.